right. And in order for you to ask your question, you got to turn your camera on. So don't be shy. Go ahead, turn your camera on, because this is, I know I've given a challenge for you all to go live, and I know some of you have actually accepted that challenge and y'all been doing your things, and I've been seeing you. I've been seeing you doing your thing, and I know it's tough. But I think the thing that you're going to start experiencing is that it's not as hard as we might have been making it out to be in our heads, and that we're actually giving ourselves opportunity to help other people. So it becomes a service. And we all know that, and you have definitely have led with service, in the service, and outside of that in the creative world as well. So I've been seeing you, and I'm so super proud of you. I want us to all, let's clap it up, fan. Like, listen, she's been going live in the group. She's been helping and even coming up with her own classes. So that's major. That's really major. And I want you all to be in that space too, where you're just out there creating, and you care more about the fact that you want to be able to help people than you do about a little tiny little nagging fear that somebody may not like what you have to say or do. And when I tell y'all, it's so less likely that somebody doesn't like what you do or has anything negative to say than it is that people will fully, wholeheartedly appreciate what you are doing. I can't emphasize that enough. You are welcome, love. Shawana, hush, child. I'm not even going to say that out. You know we love you, girl. All right, so before we get going tonight, I just wanted to get an overall idea. How are we doing for the holidays? Christmas is right around the corner. And of course, and whatever holiday you may or may not celebrate at this time of year, it usually is pretty hectic around this time. So right now, if y'all could just check in with me, let me know, are you busy? Are you almost too busy? Are there any problems y'all are running into right now that I can give some immediate advice on? Let me know. And I see y'all strolling on in. Come on in and turn on your cameras. Y'all know we're finna get to the nitty gritty. So let me know in the chat what type of issues you're running into right now. Busy, good. That's a good problem. A great problem. Is anybody having issues actually getting, orders right now, or fulfilling orders right now? Having issues with communication, like some people may be experiencing stuff like, hey, I'm getting the orders, but I'm not able right now to answer all the emails or, pretty much handle some of the customer service tasks that come along with the growth. So I want y'all to know that sometimes the problems that you're experiencing are called growing pains. And it's a good thing to have those growing pains, because it lets you know that you're hitting a new level in your business, but now there are new problems to solve. So, people might say more money, more problems. I say more problems, more money, because as soon as you figure out that you have a problem, you can identify it, then that means you can figure out the solution, because we're all highly intelligent geniuses at what we do. And then once you solve that problem, you can also help others solve the problem as well. All right. Getting sales right now has been harder. I know. That's across the board. This is probably one of the toughest seasons that I've seen for Black Friday, one of the toughest seasons that I've ever seen for the Christmas holiday as far as sales go. So if you all are experiencing that, I want y'all to know that I've seen it across the board on several different industries, not just, specifically the creative industry, not specifically like Etsy stores, but just across the board. You're redoing your space. Yeah. And then here's the thing too. When we're doing stuff like remodeling or inventory and things like that, and in our head, it's things that we probably put off anyway, but it becomes much more intense when you're doing those type of activities, especially in a heightened season, like this holiday season, tax season. When tax season hits, you all want to be ready. You want to basically have nothing else to do but fulfill orders, because you want to be able to take advantage of the momentum that type of season is going to bring. Okay, so let's see here. So I'm going to go ahead and give you all an opportunity right now so that we can end class on time, because we're going to do the Platinum VIP session after this one, and I don't want to be late like I was the other night. So let's go ahead, and I want you to identify what you feel is stopping you from whatever your goal is this year. So is your goal to hit the 6-figure mark with sales? Is your goal to free up your time? Is your goal to exit your 9-to-5 and do entrepreneurship full time? Tell me what your goal is first. And then right after that, I want you to tell me what you feel is stopping you from that goal. Some of you may feel like, it's getting the sales, maybe it's the marketing, or potentially it's like you being afraid to put yourself out there and actually go get the customers, because that's a big deal too. So just let me know in the chat, and then that way I'm going to pick 2 people tonight, and we're going to real deal in real time do some problem solving. Okay, and I'm gonna let you come on and tell me specifically, what you're doing. I'm gonna ask a few questions. So when you come on, I'm gonna ask you some specific questions that'll kind of get me adjusted to what it is that you're currently doing. And then once I'm in that mode, we'll troubleshoot from there. All right, Shawana, yours is marketing yourself with your products. Okay, love it, love it. And y'all don't be shy. This is y'all's time to like really interface with me. This is, I don't know if y'all know this, but this is what I do with my inner circle. And you all have an opportunity right now to basically get that same type of treatment, that same type of attention. Okay, Donna, the goal is to exit the 9-to-5. Okay, cool. Evelyn, the goal is to increase the sales. My problem is trying to decide if I should focus on teas or do other products that you have in inventory. Oh, that's a good one, Evelyn. We can definitely talk about that. Teresa, struggling with consistently marketing to draw customers to my pages. Gotcha. Okay, so let's do this, and let's see, Shawana. You can go ahead and come on live first, love, and then we'll give you about half the time, and then we'll split the time, and I'll pick another person that'll get the rest of the time tonight.
Okay.
How you doing tonight?
I'm doing fine. How about yourself?
I'm doing amazing, and just so much better now that I get to see you all. So, yeah, because I was a little like tired, like how you get this energy. It's like I don't know if y'all ever like get ready to go out, and then it's like you dressed up and everything, and you're just like, I think I want to stay in. Listen, we all go through that, but I'll tell y'all, once I get on here, once I actually like sit down and I get to see y'all's faces, that's why I want y'all to turn the cameras on, because then it doesn't it makes it so worth it to me. So yeah, I'm glad to be here with you all, and I'm glad to be able to assist tonight. So tell me a little bit, Shawana, what specifically do you feel is your issue, or what are you struggling with right now with your marketing?
Just basically posting. I take the pictures of I know what you say about because you don't think it's perfect, you still put it out there. It's just it's nerves and thinking that it's not my product, just the picture is not good enough, and then trying to hurry up and be on time with orders, and I won't take a picture and I send it out, and my daughter gets on me all the time like, Mom, you need to take pictures. Mom, you need to promote yourself. It's like I don't have enough time to do all that, because I'm doing it by myself, along with I have a whole household that I have to run too.
Right.
It's a lot of it, and it's a lot, but mainly I want to be able to market myself, put my products out there, because I see what you do, see what Erica does, and Chrissy, Coach Chrissy, all of you. I'm like, I could do that, but I can't. It's like time management. And
well, let me ask you this, Shawana. You said you have a whole household, right? So in this household, do you have any kids or others that when you do orders, that they can take the photos for you?
Yes, when she's here, she works too. My daughter, when she's here, she can take it. When she comes home, I have to, hurry up and.
Okay, so I have an idea. Since you're working throughout the day doing the work, and then when she gets home, like there's things that she can't help out with, but she's not there the full day, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I have an idea. And this is the exact strategy I want you to do to a T. And then give it some time, just do it consistently. And I want you to come back and tell me whether this works. So every single product that you make, I want you to take a photo of it just as you're doing, as soon as it's done, boom, put it over here on this flat surface. Here's a trick too. If you have to go get like an inexpensive vinyl backdrop from Amazon for like $10, it looks like wood grain or wood floor or something. And then you can literally lay it on the floor. You can lay it on top of the carpet if you want to, kind of steam out the wrinkles and stuff. Use this as something that you always take your pictures in front of. You could also lay it on a table because it's like a tablecloth. You can put it on. I actually have a tablecloth that looks like wood grain. So put it on a table, and then that way you have a consistent way that you're taking pictures. You're not worried about them being perfect, but every single order, I want you to do this with. And at least have it in your phone. Don't worry about posting it right now, because I know your goal is to get the work done. When your daughter comes home for the day, I want her task to be, hey, go ahead and post this on the social media and come up with a description that's relevant, something short and sweet. And if it's like for a customer, like tagging the customer in it, right? So you let that be her task. Now, how old is she?
22.
Okay, so she definitely is able to help be responsible for that.
Yes.
And this is something that you can actually pay her for too. Now what you can do is you can, like, how do you sell? Do you sell on like Etsy? Do you have a Shopify store? How do people purchase from you?
Now it's by phone. I have all of those, but I haven't completed. I have the Etsy as well as the Shopify. I got to get done with both. Now,
this is what I would have you do to incentivize daughter helping you out. So let's say you're not good with the marketing at all. Like you just don't want to post. It's something that you just don't feel comfortable doing. Here's the thing, and I'm reading this book. I want y'all to write down the name of this book too. The name of the book is Who, Not How. And I don't know if y'all have heard of this one before. It's a good business book. Who, Not How. A lot of times when we don't do something, or we procrastinate on something, or we start to have this anxiety or fear about something, it is a natural reaction that we have to not being great at doing something when it comes to that particular role or responsibility, which is cool, because all that does is it identifies, I'm probably not going to be the best at that just yet because I'm scared of it, or I keep putting it off. And it's probably one of the most important tasks that need to be done in your organization, right? So what you want to do is you want to find the who that can do that, not try to figure out how to do it right now. Because the things that you do know how to do, which is to produce the orders and to make great quality products, you know how to do that. Figure out who you can put in place that already knows how to do the stuff that you don't know how to do yet. And that's the purpose of like having a coach or having these courses and that sort of thing, because you want to learn from someone who's already done it so that they can shortcut the timeline that it takes for you to have your success. So now I want daughter to come in, and what's her name?
Deanna.
Okay, so Deanna, I'm gonna make sure that Deanna knows that she's on the YouTube right now. I'm calling her out. So Deanna, I need your help. I don't know if you're in the building right now, but this is recorded. So we're gonna have this on statement. So now Deanna can go in and help you create your Shopify listings. We have a course for all of that. If she has the ability to do this right now, take that off of your hands. She creates the Shopify store. She has an affiliate link if you want to set up an affiliate. I think it's $9.99 a month to basically set up an affiliate program within your Shopify. Every time she creates the marketing material, guess what? She can post her affiliate link. Guess what'll start happening?
She's going to get paid.
She's going to get paid, and she'll be able to track how much business she's bringing in. And you'll be able to quantify, oh, wow, this marketing thing is really working, right? So now you're incentivizing, the more you post, the more you get paid. You saw last week you did 10 posts and you got X amount in affiliates. Now, if you keep doing my marketing expenses are going to be anywhere from about 20 to 30% of your entire business, right? So if you offered somebody anywhere from 10 to 20%, depending on how much profit margin you have, digital products, I would say you can do 20%. I would say physical products, the most you want to do is 10 to 15% a commission, right? Let her basically be able to do commission. Then she might start just talking to people about it. Like, I got it on my phone. Here's my digital business card. Here's the Instagram. She's posting all this stuff on Instagram, on Facebook. She's helping to create an email campaign, letting all the customers know that are in your email system what new products you have to offer, right? And every time she's able to use her affiliate code, it's also giving her an opportunity to earn and to show what she can really do. Now, the other thing that you're doing, you're helping her build a high level skill. You're helping her build a high level skill that at 22, if she learns how to sell and she learns how to market, she can take that to any business, multiple businesses, right? And say, hey, I know how to help you grow your sales. Now you've also given her a skill set that she can take anywhere she goes, that she doesn't have to subscribe to anybody's 9-to-5 in order to do that.
Okay. Thank
So
you.
what I would highly suggest too is that if you could even put her in Coach Chrissy's marketing class. She has the marketing class. It's for local business, and also it helps with, she's going to do some Etsy stuff as well. I think that would be phenomenal. Take some of the load off of yourself. Let somebody else train to do another part of the business so that you can focus on, like, you got to focus on getting those orders out and keeping the communication with the customers, right? Because I'm sure you're the one that has to get on the phone and make them feel happy and let them know you're going to have their project done on time. Like, those are all the things you're doing right now. And then eventually you're going to step away from that because you're going to have somebody else doing the customer service stuff. And that may even be her at some point in time, because if she is able to help you with the customer service and you can really focus on the back end, how you grow the business, scale it, streamline it, get all your websites and everything else together, then your whole thing is you're just working on the growth and you don't have to put your hands on anything. Right? Okay. So and it's not a one and done type of thing. It literally is a process, but I want you to start with this small process. The process is and at this point in time, you don't even have to have an affiliate system set up. Just say that when you place an order, either she takes the order, which would be good. And if she doesn't take the order, then you can say, hey, just make sure that you use my name as a referral and you'll get you'll get 5% off, and really, truly just mark your stuff up 5%. So that's really a way just to track how the customers are coming to you.
Okay.
But so here, I'm going to run it down one more time. You take the photos because you're going to be doing it throughout the day. So it's going to be so quick for you to get the photos as they roll in. So when she comes in for the day, if there are 10 projects you did, 10 photos, she's going to take all 10 of those photos and she's going to write a quick description. And then she's going to basically tag the customer in that, if you're allowed to tag the customer. I don't really ask anymore because most of the time the customers are excited to see their stuff. But you put it on, and here's the thing, I want you to put it on Instagram. That's one. You can actually put it on, make a little video of it. That's what you do. Make a little video instead of a photo. Let me tell you why this matters, because it's going to matter for Instagram. Make a little tiny video. All you got to do is take the video and go boom, 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 right? Just on the shirt. And all it did was just move the shirt around a little bit. That's it. So you do that, you post it on Facebook. You can tell Facebook to automatically post on Instagram. Right? So then it will automatically post on Instagram. Then you take that same video and you upload it to TikTok. Right? You can copy and paste pretty much the same descriptions too. And that's 3 different ways that you have your information, your product displayed on a regular basis. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
All right. Now, is that something that you think that she can help out with?
Yeah, I know she can, because she had started off with taking some pictures, and then she got a new job, and then it just stopped because she was like, "Mommy, you need to take pictures." She had went on and did it. It's just I haven't been like, come on, do what you did at first. But she did it before. She actually did me like a flyer look thing. She's able to do it and post it on her page and gave it to me so I can post it. So she has those skills to do that.
Perfect. And I bet you it doesn't take her any time to do it. I bet this is something she could do in like 10, 20 minutes a day and potentially make hundreds of dollars in 10 to 20 minutes. And then what you'll start to realize is, hey, I don't have to get paid $10 an hour, $20 an hour. I can actually get paid $200 an hour, depending on what I do with that hour, what I do at that time, right? So I think this will be a great way for her to see how she can help out as well. And this will keep you consistent, because now, every time I finish a project, immediately take a photo. You could do a photo and like literally a 3-second video. Don't make the video longer than 3 seconds, because you want it to loop, because if it's a reel and it can loop, then you're able to get more attention from that. And then here's the thing too, y'all are doing trendy stuff. So the fact that it's something trendy is a possibility for people to see it too. The problem is, like, people don't get a chance to see the immediate work that you're doing. And then they'll like go on your page and they'll see something from August. And, you know, it's Christmas time now, but I'm seeing stuff from like, you know, the beginning of football season, right? Or maybe even summertime. So we got to stay consistent and also relevant. But if you take pictures as you're going, there's no way that you're not going to be consistent. There's no way that you're not going to be relevant. It's going to be automatic. I don't care if you just did one order a week, it's still going to be 52 posts that year, right?
Yeah. And I just got done with the order and I didn't take any pictures.
And you done handed it off to the customer and everything. You don't have a photo.
Yeah, I didn't take any pictures, and I did something new with it. And I did a vinyl with some stencil, with some stencil. Yeah, it was just, they loved it, and I didn't even.
Right. And then that was something novel that you did, right? So something new and something innovative that you did, and now you don't have record of it. And what's going to happen? You'll tell yourself, oh, I'll make an example for myself some days so that I can at least have a sample of it. And we know we won't. We'll make stuff for everybody else. And then when it comes time to make our stuff, we sleep on that.
Yeah.
And I know.
Yeah.
But this is if you scroll all the way down to my Instagram, that's exactly what I did. I did Facebook and Instagram, and I would post. I think in 1 year I did 3,000 posts, and it was just because. And what I did was I had the kids that were helping me up at the shop. I had them taking the photos. It was like, Miss Shannon, you sure you want us to take a picture of everything? I said, everything. If we do 10 things in a day, I want 10 posts that day, like whatever it is. And then I want you to tag the people in those posts. And what happens is it gets their friends to see it and they get excited about it. They will share it. They'll share it. That's free advertising. And then this is all organic. So then what happens here's the difference between when you have organic reach. Organic is something that just happens naturally, right? So you're reaching these, you know, the people that are watching you on Facebook naturally. That means that they want to be there. That means you're not going to get people that are clicking on ads and running up your marketing budget, and they don't even want your stuff. You're literally only speaking to the people who, number one, have already paid you, and then the family members and the friends of those people who have already paid you, who are more likely to want what that is. It's absolutely free marketing that all you have to do is be consistent and literally stay relevant, stay with the times, whatever's going on.
And I do ask the customers to share, to tag me in. They don't do it. They don't do it. If they do post, I don't see no tag, no nothing. They don't. Yeah.
So now it's time for you to take over that market. And I'll tell you what's going to happen. It's going to grow your local presence, because everybody thinks, oh, I need to, you know, pay for these ads, or I need to be on Facebook Marketplace. If you just literally on your personal timeline are just showing what it is that you're doing. And here's the thing, you're not going to get the likes. I'm telling you right now, I would get 3 likes on my work stuff, even though but then somebody will come to me and be like, yeah, I want a shirt like you did for so-and-so. I saw this. I'm like, you saw it, but you didn't like it. And then, you know, you put up a picture of you going on vacation with the kids or something. Everybody likes that one. But when it comes to business, you're not going to get the likes. And do not let that deter you. They are watching and they know who the t-shirt lady is. You hear what I'm saying? So you're going to be defined as the t-shirt lady or whatever it is that you make, but more than likely they're going to call you the t-shirt lady. How many of us in the chat right now is the t-shirt lady? Like, I have a whole PhD out here and they're like, yeah, the t-shirt lady. Yep, that's me. T-shirt lady on YouTube. I'll be that. So now that you're going to be known for that, you'll be synonymous. Everything that you do so well, you want to be synonymous with that thing. So that's why I say pick your lane and get really, really great at what you're doing, because you want people to say, yes, that is the, not a t-shirt lady, that is the t-shirt lady. That's who I go to. That's my go-to, right?
Yep. And they say that now, all because of you.
I'm telling you, you already got it.
Yeah, all because of you. Because one woman was like, they went somewhere with my first large memorial shirt order, 22 shirts. And the woman was like, they had somebody else to do theirs. And I looked at it, and how you teach your class, that's how I look at things. I'm like, okay, there go a hardline girl. Why she got this?
Yeah, let's go.
It's just so many distractions. Where's the focus point? And I saw, you know, I didn't try to talk about it. I was like, it's a lot going on in this shirt. And she was like, that's why I didn't want them to do my shirt. I came to you. And she's like, and she keeps she gets enough. I'm sorry. She ordered a hoodie, a hoodie from me, and with her, she don't rush me because she wants me to get in my creative space and do it up because I like to be extra like my teacher.
Yeah, extra. All right, one time for the
I like to
extra.
be extra, and I said it's fine. I can't do it. I like to be extra, and that's where I'm at. And I can't do it plain. I can't do it while all over the place, just throwing stuff out there, just putting stuff together. So I do have her. I can say I do have her, and she spends money. She has been spending money.
And you know what? That's what you're going to have. And then it's going to be so easy for you to turn down customers who are not your ideal customers, because what happens in the beginning is you take on any and almost everybody because you're like, oh, I just need to get the orders. I just, I need to do the work, which is okay to feel like that in the beginning, because what you're doing is you're getting your feet wet and you're building your confidence. Once you build your confidence plus your competence, meaning that now you have the skills, you're confident in what you can do, and you have actually built up your skill level, there's absolutely no reason for you to be the cheapest. Like the thing that I would work on is being higher quality and being faster. If you can be high quality and faster, you can beat anybody in the game. Anybody, including these big box companies, including the Chinese manufacturers who are taking over and doing everything for a 100th of the cost. They can't compete on the time. And a lot of times they can't compete on the quality either. So you just make sure you stand out in your way. And then that way, if you got 10 customers who are high value customers versus 100 people who want you to make a $10 shirt in 10 minutes, you can let those people go. Let those people get aggravated and have the sticky, you can feel them hard lines and crunchy shirts. Let them have those shirts for $10. That's not your customer. And what will happen is the community, especially a local communities will start to compare shirts for you, right? And they're like, oh, well, where you get that from? Because mine don't feel smooth like that. Mine feels all crunchy. I washed it one time and it's cracking and peeling and falling off. They will compare the products for you. So you focus on your lane, and you will absolutely, especially if you just keep putting your lane, your product in front of people, the people who are meant to be your customers will be so happy that they found you. They won't be able to pay you enough. You're saving them. You hit their pain points. Oh, I know so-and-so didn't get your order in enough time. I bet you didn't even get it in time for the funeral, for the game, or whatever it was, the occasion. I'm so sorry that happened to you. Look, I can do it, but I have a rush fee, but I can guarantee you I can get it done in less than 24 hours. But there is a 50% rush fee. And that person will be like, look, I done already paid this person $25. I will pay you $50 to get this done if you can get it done for me tomorrow. And it looks nice, like I see your work. That's it. I've done that before. I've paid somebody a rush fee when somebody messed me up and didn't do something right. And I had no problem paying that rush fee because I was understanding of what the value of that service was. Those are your customers. Not the ones that's going to push you and stress you. And then what happens is you're doing their stuff for a discounted price. And then you're going to end up messing up your customers who are patient with you, who do pay you on time, and who do pay you a great amount for what it is they want. You're going to end up messing up a relationship in a big order with them, trying to accommodate this person over here who's causing you stress. So I know that was a little bit extra on top of the question, but I just felt like, somebody needed to hear that tonight. But you got a strategy. I want you to commit to me. So committing is where you're putting your time and your money. So the money is, hey, you help me out with this. You're going to get a commission on the sales. So just commit the money. And then the time is, I'm going to commit my time to taking these photos every single project. And I think, who was it? They just offered a suggestion. Evelyn offered a suggestion to ask the customer, especially if it's a good customer of yours, to take a photo and send it to you. Okay, especially if it's something that you did that's novel. Okay. So perfect. All right, love. So you have any questions for me while you have me live, love? Because I'm going to go on to contestant number 2.
No, that was all. Thank you so much, Dr. Shannon.
You're welcome. And thank you for following through, and you're inspiring us. You're telling us what you're doing. You're telling us what works. Congratulations on your first order of 22 shirts. Can we clap that up, y'all? Woo! Yes, let's go. And it's only the tip of the iceberg. This is only the beginning. I know it's going up from here, especially now that you're going to be committed to posting more. So congratulations, love. Awesome. Awesome. All right. So let's see. Evelyn, I think I was going to choose you next. You had some stuff going on. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Is your camera on, Evelyn?
It's me.
Okay, there you go. Okay, I was looking at something else. Okay. Hey.
Hi.
What's going on with you tonight? How you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling good, even though I put on there overwhelmed, but I'm okay.
Shoot, overwhelmed is like a baseline. That's like our floor, right? That's where we start at for the day. Especially as a creative. Because I you know what I think too? If we're not feeling like we're doing something and we're moving and things are in motion, then we feel like something is wrong, right? So you know, like when you hear the kids get too quiet, it's like, what y'all in there tearing up? What's going on?
Exactly.
So Evelyn, tell me a little bit about what you feel is your biggest issue right now that's standing in the way of you and your success, and then tell me what your goal is for that success. Like, what's the goal, and then what do you feel is stopping you?
Okay, so my goal right now is to increase my sales. I mentioned earlier that I'm temporarily trying to go through inventory and get stuff organized.
Mm-hmm.
So let me explain my situation right now. My business is home based.
Mm-hmm.
But I have my garage that is remodeled for walk-in business. So just like set up like any other business that you would go in.
Mm-hmm.
But at the moment, because I have so much inventory, I have equipment that I really don't have enough space to put it where I can effectively use it.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm saying I'm overwhelmed, because I feel like I'm boxing myself in. I can't do as much as I need to do. And now I have, well, actually my whole house is more business than home.
Evelyn, and let me, and I'm going to tell you something about that so that you don't feel any type of way about that. My entire house, the entire bottom floor of my house, I don't have sofas. I don't have a dining table. Like literally we eat standing up at the kitchen island. That's it. So for me, like what everybody might be expecting a home is supposed to be is not my idea. Like my thing is I want to see success, and I want, you know, my niece and nephew to see growing up like, hey, these are the sacrifices that are made and it's for a greater good, right? So you don't feel like you have to have anything, or you have to, you know, have a certain like lifestyle that other people may deem as normal in order for you to understand what is really contributing to you making success happen. So if the whole house, matter of fact, if all you had was one room and it had 4 bunk beds in there so everybody could sleep in one room and have somewhere to sleep, but everything else was work, I promise you, I would not only not judge you for that, I would commend you for that. That's dedication. And a lot of times I'll say this, we pass judgment on things, or we accept judgment from things people aren't even saying.
Exactly.
Right? Like, and this is the thing, you have to do what works for you. And even if that is, and here's the other thing, it's a freaking tax write-off. If 80% of your home is business, and I tell you, like, just don't work in a room that has a bed, basically. Like for me, everything downstairs, no, there are no beds, there's no lounging area, nothing like that. So I can call everything downstairs, including my garage, workspace, right? That's half of 3,000 square, that's 1,500 square foot out of 3,000 square foot, right?
Exactly.
That's half of my home I can write off. I'm not ashamed of that. I'm not embarrassed by that. Yeah, it's got wire shelves in there and big old 44-inch printers, and I got to stand up when I eat dinner. That's fine. It helped me digest it quicker and get it gone and over with, right?
I feel better. I definitely feel better hearing you saying that, because a lot of times people don't understand unless you're in the same business.
Mm-hmm.
And then one thing I say is my home is paid for, and I'm actually debt free.
And that part.
So,
and if your home is paid for, you can rent. You can rent your home out to your business and write that off.
Good, yeah. Because currently I have, like, the room I'm in now, you can't see because of the back screen I have on there. All my equipment is in this room. My copy machines, printer, except for stuff that's still in boxes. The other bedroom has wired the shelves, you know, you get from Lowe's that stack 5 tier high.
Yep. That's what I
always
have in my
surrounded
downstairs.
with
Yep.
my t-shirts. But what I'm
Uh-huh.
trying to do now is that I have like my other blanks, sublimation blanks for mugs and different things that I'm trying to get, situated, because that way I can work comfortably without
Mhm.
running into something, because my
Absolutely.
living room right now is literally stacked with boxes and crate containers of inventory. So that's kind of where I'm at, trying to get all that organized. And
Yeah.
I do feel good about one thing is everything that I have is paid for.
Mhm.
So,
I love that.
that's the good thing about it. It's
Yeah.
paid for. I did leave one room for me and my husband to sleep in.
That's good enough. And do you have any little ones in the house, or just you and him?
It's just the two of us.
So listen,
Yeah.
this is what I'm saying. You are living the life right now. Are you doing this full time right now? Are you doing it?
Yeah,
Are you
I'm
still?
doing it full time. I'm actually certified as a school teacher. I stopped 10 years ago to do this full time. So this is
So
actually, I've been doing for 10 years full time.
let me give you some flowers right now. Number one, you doing this full time as an entrepreneur. Like, y'all, let's clap that up. Most of us are in a position right now where our goal is to be able to exit the 9 to 5 and do something like this full time. So let me go ahead and give you those sets of flowers right now for that. Number two, the fact that you are like, your angst is coming from like you basically dedicating your life to your mission and your purpose. Please understand that is even more commendable. So everything that you're telling me right now is not a problem with what you're doing. It's only a problem with the fact that you aren't giving yourself the accolade. Like these are actually like awards you should be giving yourself, instead of looking at them like, maybe I'm not doing something right. No, baby, these are things that people right now would trade that problem for their 9 to 5s. People right now would trade this problem for being able to have a home that's paid off, that all they have to do is worry about paying electricity bills and maybe some auxiliary bills here and there, and I can make my business float and I can be okay, and I won't have the anxiety of all these different bills that are stacked up. That's a blessing. So first of all, what I want us to do is I want you to use the words "I am grateful," and then tell me what you're grateful for about this scenario that you just presented.
I am grateful because God has blessed me to have everything I need to do what I need to do.
Everything, yes.
And because I know this is the vision that God gave me, first of all,
yes,
before I even started. And I'm not complaining, and really I shouldn't even sound the way I probably did.
It's
because
okay.
God has really, really been blessing me blessing me with grants this year. I got a $10,000 grant this year. I got $15,000 worth of advertising on our local TV station this year. I have won tons of prizes and stuff for my business this year. So I'm not complaining. Just that I guess the overwhelmed part is I got all this blessings around me. It's like,
exactly. So here's the thing. So overwhelming and anxiety is one side of the coin, but there's two sides to every coin, right? So the other side of that coin is really like this anticipation. And if sometimes we're confused that anxiety is what makes us fear this outcome that is unfavorable to us, right? This unfavorable outcome. And that's how I know you don't actually have fears and anxiety right now, because your outcomes are already set up for success. They're not set up for failure. So what you're really feeling is this, instead of saying that I'm anxious or I'm overwhelmed, like what you're really feeling is abundance. You are literally experiencing abundance right now. Okay. And sometimes it looks a little confusing because sometimes we might consider something a burden, but it's not a burden. It's that God has trusted you with this process, and you're falling in love with the process, baby. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You are falling in love with the fact that your whole house is business. That's cool. Just don't feel guilty about it.
I really appreciate you saying it like that, because you said one word, abundance.
That's it. These are continuous blessings on blessings on blessings.
And the thing is, look, like the more I give away, it multiplies.
Look,
it just multiplies so much.
I don't have a problem yet, Evelyn. What's the problem? I don't have a problem yet.
I thought I had a problem.
I understand it too. And Evelyn, I think something that can help out in this situation is to have someone come in, and this is why I was saying the who, not how. someone that can come in and you can find them off of like Angie's List or something that their main goal is to organize things. There are people who love doing this stuff. It actually it tickles their fancy just to be able to put things in order, organize it, inventory it, all of that stuff. If you can find that person and find the who, not the how it can be done, but the who that can do it for you, take it off of your mind. So you could be over here on the computer, making your Etsy listings, creating your stuff for your online store, and they could be over there on the other side of the room, going through each and every one of those boxes, creating SKUs, organizing them, making it look neat on these shelves. If you can delegate that task,
that's what I need.
That's
it. Exactly what I need.
That's it. And here's the thing too, like where are you located?
I'm in South Carolina, Orangeburg, South Carolina.
So you should be able to find some help on like online lists. Like Angie List is one of those things, but they're like, do y'all know some other like local, because that was a little while ago that I haven't done a brick and mortar in a little while. So finding physical help for me, I just happen to have some great help that just likes to fall in my lap or knock on my door. But, and actually I used to do stuff like that when I was a little girl. I would, my dad's friends would hire me to come organize their medicine cabinets, their seasonings, their refrigerators. Like that was just something, and I don't do it for myself, but I could do it really well for other people. And that's all you need. You need somebody removed from what it is that you do, because you're so engulfed in it. You think too much into it. And when we think too much into it, I'm gonna tell you what happens to me. I don't know if this happens to y'all, but when I think too much, I get tired and I need a nap.
That's where I've been lately. I'm like,
I don't know what it is. I'm like, whoo, Lord Jesus, I need a nap. Like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I just need a nap. I don't care what else is going on in the world. I just need a nap. And sometimes you do just need a nap, but really what it is our like procrastination. This is why I want y'all to read that book, Who Not How To, because it talks about procrastination is not really a problem. Procrastination is a symptom, and procrastination is really like a almost a fight or flight kind of natural response that you have to something. When you procrastinate about something, usually it's something that's not your strong point. Right? Because when we want to do something, I'm going to figure out how to make this thing from scratch, and I'm going to paper mache something I ain't never done before. I'm excited to do it and learn it, right? But we procrastinate on stuff that are the simplest, but most important tasks. And it's because we're not motivated to do it. It's not our strong suit. So what does that mean? We need to figure out who does that, not how it's getting done. And then if you have somebody that you can trust, the who to do it, you're not worried about how it gets done. You're just worried about the fact that, hey, I have this task that needs to get done. I'm going to trust, I trust Erica, y'all, to answer these emails. I haven't looked at a freaking email unless I absolutely have to in almost 2 years. Do you know what that does to my brain cells? Oh my gosh. Get you an Erica, get you an E. I'm telling you, it'll change your life. And I'm looking for more people to fill those types of roles that I need, because when you can work in your mode of genius, and for her mode of genius is really like keeping things organized and staying on top of stuff. That's her strength. So all I have to do is demonstrate, hey, this is how I want to see stuff done. I don't even worry about how she does it anymore. Like even in the beginning, I was trying to micromanage it. Okay, well, this is how I want you to look. That's your strong point. You just show me that you can do it and show me that it gets done and it gets done well, and I can trust the process. I can let it go from there. So find the who and not the how. And I promise y'all, we all going to be so great, because when we identify what it is that we're lacking, and we can identify a person to put in that place. And the thing is, we think it's a cost right now, right? But that cost is literally should be not only paying itself off, it should be making you money. So if you're paying somebody $10 an hour to do this task, or $15 an hour to do this task, it should be able to make you at least $15 an hour. But what it's done is it's taking that $15 an hour minimum wage activity, that MWA, taking it off of your brain. Now it's getting done somewhere else, and it's not eating away at your brain cells. You're able to think in your mode of genius, which is more like $200 an hour. Because what you should be doing is you should be growing and branding and catapulting your business to that next level. And that's not a $15 an hour task. You can't pay somebody $15 an hour to scale and grow your business, right?
Exactly.
So we got to start picking and choosing what it is that we're doing with our strengths. And I'm telling y'all, procrastination, like stuff that I procrastinate on, is paperwork. Freaking simple behind paperwork. And I've been doing paperwork since I was 8 years old. I did all of our school paperwork, everything my dad needed done for working. Like he worked at the federal prison. So all his paperwork was federal paperwork. I would do it. So I know how to do it. I'm very well equipped to do it. So you can be good at something and still suck at getting it done because you're procrastinating at it, because it's not your strength. It's not what you want to be doing. It's not working in your purpose. So you fight with getting it done. Anything that you fight with getting done, I want y'all to make a list. Anything that you fight with getting done, like something that you look at it. And matter of fact, you probably got a list right now that you keep, you know how you will go to the list and you'll check off the stuff that you want to do, and it's all these gaps. Where are those gaps? Let's find people that can get in those gaps. And you'll be surprised. You may even find someone that may have that strength, that's willing to even intern and learn from you and help you in that process. But that comes with other stuff too, because then you end up having to mentor them, and then that takes extra time and energy. So you got to be careful with that too. Sometimes it's easier just to pay people for the task. Know that, hey, I paid this person $15 for this hour. Now I need to figure out how to make at least 20 off of it. That's it. And now you're working like a CEO, and you're working on the business and not in the business.
It makes a big difference.
Mhm.
That's been very helpful.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. So any
Yeah.
questions you have for me while you have me live? Because y'all got me for a couple more minutes.
The only other thing is, I know I mentioned my main item. Well, I do everything in the floral business too. Let me add that on there. Currently, I'm not doing that. I probably picked back up on that around Valentine's Day, doing the fresh flowers.
Mhm.
But I was trying to decide, because I do a lot of custom made items like the t-shirts, and sometimes it's just one t-shirt,
Mhm. Mhm.
but that could be very time consuming.
Are you using the Automizer to show them a mock-up of that same t-shirt design on 20 other products?
No.
Okay,
I'm not.
this is what I would do. This is a strategy for you right now. If you took that time, and I hope that you're charging them a design fee, because that's built in, right? So there should be at least like a $25 design fee. So when they're paying $50 for a shirt, because it's like a center print's $25, but you're going to pay me at least $20 or $25 for a design, right? Plus the actual shirt. So that'd be a $50 shirt. Now what you can do, you can get more of these shirts for only $25 a piece, or you can do this graduation stole, this pillow, this tumbler, and you designed it one time. And you'll be able to propagate the design on so many different other products. It'll open their mind up like, wow, I didn't even think I wanted a pair of socks, but I can have socks that match the shirt. Or I can have a tumbler, or, I could give this to the teacher, or I can give this, to the coach or whatever. It starts to open their mind up. They don't know what you do. And even if you have a website and a catalog, just like we don't like to read instructions and we don't like to go into details of stuff, like when we're doing what we're doing, they don't either. So we have to show them what they want. They don't know what they want yet. We have to curate the experience. And that's what I'm saying. It's an experience. So the Automizer is an experience for people. It gives them in their face, hey, I designed this one thing, but you probably want something else on this list.
Okay.
And the starter Automizer has, I think, like 6 or 7 items that are just the most popular. So you have the 13x19 shirt all over, the tumbler. I think it also has a pillow on there. What else are some of the socks are on there? Those are just like easy to add on products. But then you can get as additional and detailed as like a backdrop or a banner. So especially you're doing flowers and your florists, so you might be into events, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes.
So you're just mocking up things that like, oh, I didn't know you did backdrops too. And you're not doing the backdrops. You're going to have those drop shipped by another company you're going to do the design. And the thing is, you don't have to design any extra. The same time that you spent to do that $25 design that should take you around about 10 to 20 minutes tops, that same design is propagated across all of those other products. You're upselling now.
That's good.
So it's called upsells and cross sales. And basically you getting the same customer to just give you more of their money. The same work.
Well, I wish I could have recording of this.
Oh yeah, it's on YouTube, love. It's on YouTube. So you'll be able to go back and watch
I
it. So
got
that's
somebody,
so
I
you,
need to hear this,
yeah,
like
absolutely.
my husband.
Yeah, matter of fact, just like conveniently play it. Like when I'm talking about what, yeah, the house is great and it's all business. Just conveniently play that part over and over again as he walking around the house.
And the part too, because a lot of time I, trying to explain what my pricing, and a lot of time people say, well, I heard that today, actually, I'm not gonna say by who, but I heard it today, that my prices are too high. And I know they're
Let me
not.
ask you a question. What are you charging? And then I can tell you how to position that, because it's all about positioning. It's
Well,
not
I don't
about
have that from
pricing.
my
It's about
customers. The customers is not saying that. They're not. They're paying.
oh, well, then we have no problem. Anything else is a non-factor. But yeah, so it's all about positioning. And here's another thing that you can do. If anybody does question that, you can literally put your work in a position and in a light. You don't even have to compare it to anybody else's anything. You can just say like, hey, you can let your customers even give you testimonials and say, hey, I've had people screw me over, not do the work in the time that they said they can get it done. She gets it done when she says she's going to get it done. It's always high quality work, high quality art, high quality print and production. And I'm always leaving happy. Like I'm ecstatic to wear these creations. You start getting testimonials. You never have to sell your product. Your customers will sell the product for you. And that's what I want y'all to do too. Get some testimonials. If you've had customers that really feel that they've received 5-star service, go ahead, set up your Google My Business, right? Google My Business is free to set up. They're going to send you a card to your address. Just make sure if you have your virtual address that it's somewhere where you can receive a physical card. And what you're going to do is you're going to take that card. It's going to have a code on it. You're going to type that code into Google My Business. It's going to confirm that that's your address. Even if it's a virtual address, y'all listen to what I'm saying. Don't be trying to like, oh, I want it sent to my house because I want to get it easy. Like, don't have these people knowing your address on Google, okay? Especially to Google My Business. And then what it'll do is you can now reach out to your customers. And this is the statement that I would say. Don't just ask them for any old review, please, because people think they're doing you a favor and they give you these 3- and 4-star reviews. They'll say something great, but then they'll put 3 or 4 stars. Like, I wish you wouldn't even touch the doggone stars. Like, what's wrong with y'all? So what you do is you say, if you've received 5-star service from me, do you mind leaving me a 5-star review? Right? So what you're doing, you're already instilling the 5 stars in there. Like, look, if you ain't gonna give me 5 stars, just go ahead and leave me alone. Right? So go ahead and make that verbiage up. It's real quick. And then it's like, hey, if you leave a review and you screenshot it and email me back, I'll send you a 20% coupon code off of your next order. What?
I like that.
Yeah. And then what it does is it gets your 5-star ratings up. Now, what happens with Google, once you get those 5-star ratings up, Google will start to suggest your business to people in your local area that are looking for custom shirts or bouquets or flowers or whatever it is that basically you're offering and you're putting as your style of business. Okay. And that was just a little extra free game. All right, y'all. So I think we are all out of time. Literally, I have to start this next. Oh, Shauna, go ahead. Unmute for a second, love.
Okay. Hello. So I've been doing all kind of crafts and everything for years. I make customized earrings, lamps, t-shirts, dominoes, all this crafty stuff. And I feel like a dog chasing its tail because I'm not getting anywhere. And I don't I'm like six and 7 figures. I would love to have that. I get motivated, I go back down. It's like this roller coaster. And I need help. Like,
so Shawn,
that
what I want you to think about, what is the thing that you do that, and this is what I want y'all to think of too, what is scalable? Okay. Scalable is something that I can duplicate, I can replicate, and I can grow it without causing too much harm to myself. So let me give you an example. I used to do airbrush clothing, right? I used to hand paint. I used to paint with acrylic shoes, Nike Air Force Ones, all of that stuff way back in the day. I used to hand make jersey cutout, like, monokini and bikinis type stuff. Like back in high school, I was doing this stuff and I was shipping it all over the world. I shipped to Germany, Japan, like you name it. I was in high school doing this stuff, right? realized it was not scalable. So although I love to do it, I love to create, I was losing a lot of sleep, staying up to 2 o'clock in the morning, making these creations, right? And it's not something that I could have said, if I would have got an order for 1,000 other things, I would have passed out.
See?
Right? So what you do is you do something, number one, that is scalable. Get really, 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 really great at something that is scalable. And then once you have it completely scalable, then you worry about getting your marketing to where you get 1,000 of those orders and you actually want those 1,000 orders, right? Because, you know, if I had to, I can get my neighbor, I can get, you know, my nephew, I can get somebody in here to heat press these 1,000 shirts if I got 1,000 shirt order, because all I'm doing is taking the same image and printing it 1,000 times.
Right.
Right. So what you're doing is scalable, and then make sure that it's basically you're able to optimize your process. So you're able to automate it by saying, okay, well, I have this template design. I can throw 30 different teams in this template design, and I'm taking 10 minutes per transition, rather than, oh, I'm trying to design from scratch and now I have 30 designs to do. That's going to take me, it takes me about 4 hours to do a template, right? If I'm going to design everything from scratch, it's 4 hours every time. But once I design it, once I have it, and y'all don't even have to design the templates, they're there. It takes me 10 minutes to change them out. So that's 10 minutes times 30 shirts. That's 300 minutes versus before it'd be 4 hours times 30 shirts. That's 120 hours. So you put systems in place. You use automation, you delegate. So I'm not going to heat press 1,000 shirts. I don't even heat press more than one shirt. Matter of fact, I don't even heat press one shirt unless I'm on YouTube doing it for y'all. I do it for the tube, just for y'all. That's it. Because I have to delegate that task so that I can use my mode of genius to scale and grow the business. So that's the first thing I would say. Step back, figure out what you can scale, right? And usually the digital side of things are so much easier to scale. You can promote that digital side all day. Then you can find somebody to come in and do the MWAs, the minimum wage activities, which would be the pressing and the manual labor, right? Then you find people that can help you out with the marketing, find people that can help you out with sales, getting orders actually in, right? Then you focus on what you can do to scale and grow. Then you focus on popping up at these local events, popping up at a high school event with your products. You can even bring stuff and do stuff on demand. And you can do that now because your mind is free and your time is free, because you bought back your time. You paid somebody else $10 an hour to press those shirts over there. So you can go to an event and show people in your local area, yeah, this is what I do. Buy back your time and do something that's actually going to multiply and exponentially grow what it is that you currently do. Okay. And I'll tell you right now, anything that you do that's like epoxy, the dominoes, all that stuff, beautiful work. Not saying that you can't make work doing that, but you tell me how much of your time that eats up. And if it's truly scalable. Now, if you're teaching people how to do this kind of stuff and you're providing materials and tools to them, that's a different story. Okay. I tell people all day, I'll teach something. Right. I'll learn something well enough to teach it that I don't even intend on doing long term, because I know it's going to eat up too much of my time. But when I teach it, I only have to learn it one time. I could teach it 1,000,000 times and create one course and teach it 1,000,000 times off of that one course. I don't even have to physically be there after that one time.
Mm-hmm. I have a body butter that is like, it's just popping. And
you got something already selling.
I do. And I want to continue that, but it's like, I don't ship out. I like go to people, and I feel like I'm chasing money.
So this one, and then we have to go off after this, because I'm actually late for the platinum VIPs. So this is what you have to do for that one. For that one, you have to automate, right? So you have a product that's popular. It's local right now. Automate means you need to get it on a Shopify store, right? And then you probably could be doing, getting testimonials right now from your local clients, getting them to do the 5-star reviews on your Google My Business, put those 5-star reviews. You can automate it, get those 5-star reviews from Google and put them in your Shopify store, right? So then that way, what you can do is you can start using Facebook marketing to get people to know about your body butters. It has testimonials on there already, right? And then now your body butter is selling online. You can sell your body butter on Etsy right now. It's a handmade product. Right. Right. And then you focus on branding your stuff, focus on making your labels and your presence and your website. Because now that you know Photoshop, there's no excuse why all of that stuff isn't like beautifully put together.
Right. I print my own labels. I do everything myself. And it's like, I want to make it look good like the ones in the store. So it seems like I need to send it to someone like Avery or
Who,
Vista
not
to
how.
do it.
Who, not how. Exactly. Who can you send it to get it to look the way it needs to look? Because you know how to print it. You know how to make the body butter. But now you're going to be racking your brain. You know how long it takes for us to design our own stuff? Forever. We can design stuff for other people in 10 minutes. But when we design our own stuff, we're doing too much. The who, not how. So you figure out who to put in that position to get your brand kit. It's called a brand kit. So the brand kit is going to be the logo. It's going to be the labels. It's going to be the header that's for your Shopify store. All of that. Okay.
Thank you.
Absolutely, Rona.
Here's one of custom made lamps. It's a little one. It's this.
Oh, I love it. And you put like a
beside
candle or
Alpha.
something in there?
I put lights in it. You can put, I can make them where you put the lights and you know, like a tea light or something. But this is just a light. I have to put a color
absolutely.
light.
That should be on Etsy all day. That should be on Etsy. Is it on Etsy now?
No.
Oh my God. Okay,
it's
so
not.
you need
That's
a
why I
whole
was so
coaching
happy
session.
for the email.
Shanon, you need a whole coaching session.
And yes, I need that.
We're gonna get it again. But the thing is, you have plenty of talent. You have so much that you have to offer. It's that the offers need to be refined and it needs to be placed in front of people who already want what you have to offer. Like you don't have to beg them to buy your stuff. They already want your stuff. They just don't know that you have it.
Okay.
And that's a part of marketing. Okay. So listen, y'all, I got to let y'all go. I am late and y'all, my platinum VIPs, I know some of y'all are in here already. So I know y'all will forgive me, but I'm gonna go ahead and check in with them. And listen, I got to get off of the Instagram and the YouTube because what we do in the platinum VIP in the inner circle is a little sacred. No, just for real. It's just more one-on-one attention and being able to help you all strategize. So if you're interested in that sort of thing, let me know or let Erica know. And we have an application for the Inner Circle program that we're opening back up in January. But listen, I want you all to take what we said tonight. We gave strategies galore tonight. Very, very action-based strategies that y'all can do like within 24 hours. Let me know if you're doing any of this stuff. Let us know in the NA Creators Facebook group. Like, look, I put myself out there. I did this. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna check back in with you. I don't want y'all to do it consistently. Do it for 7 days straight. Whichever strategy you pick. You don't have to do all the strategies we talked about. Do it for 7 days straight, or at least find the solution. So Evelyn, if you're looking for that person that can help you do your organization right now, just tell me that you're doing that for 7 days straight. You're looking for that solution, right? Just show me that you're doing it consistently and watch how it pays off. Watch how easy it is to let that anxiety go. And now it's anticipation because you know that you're going to get a better result and you're not going to be the one that has to fret to do it. Okay. All right. So I'm looking forward to y'all's success. We'll tap in next Sunday. Y'all join me here. This is free mentorship. As long as I can keep my eyes open on these Sunday nights, I'm going to be here for y'all. Okay. All right. So I appreciate y'all. I love you dearly. And until next time, next Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bye. Bye, y'all. Good night.